Welcome, welcome. We're going to start our math lesson today, thinking about money. Let's focus on learning. What is our learning goal today? I should see eyes, ears, and brains. Focused on our success criteria, and Chromebooks should be closed. We're not on Seesaw yet.
We have two learning targets today in math. Today we're going to solve real-world problems about money. We also are going to determine if there is enough money to make a purchase. In today's work, we will build on our understanding of finding the value of a collection of coins and bills.
All right, so we're going to keep using our knowledge of adding up money today to answer a big question. Here's our question for today.
Our learning target today is solving real-world problems about money. Money is an important part of our everyday lives. We use it to buy things every single day. When your family goes to the grocery store or another store, you have to ask yourself, do I have enough money to make this purchase? Let's practice this skill today.
All right, we're going to start by watching an example of what our task looks like today. Students are focusing their attention. You're thinking about the lesson, listening to the teaching, and looking at the teaching.
Here is the grocery store list of items that we can buy today. Let's solve a real-world problem using money. Jameson has the money shown. Can he purchase the chips? So first, I want to identify where the chips are on my grocery store list. I notice the chips are down at the bottom and they have a value of 85 cents. The cost of the chips is 85 cents. So I need to look at how much money Jameson currently has to determine whether or not he has enough to make the purchase. So let's get to work. First, I need to find a value of the collection of coins and bills. I notice that Jameson only has coins. So let's begin by labeling the value of each coin. I see a quarter. I know that has a value of 25 cents. I recognize this as a nickel. Nickel has a value of 5 cents. This is a dime. Dimes are worth 10. Another dime, another 10 cents. And finally, 1 penny, which is 1 cent. I have labeled the value of each coin or bill. I don't have bills in this example. And now I can find the sum. I can add it together to find how much money Jameson has. So I notice he has 25 cents. I'm going to count on 25 plus 10. I'm now at 35. Cross out my old information. Now I have 35 cents. I'm going to add 10 more. And cross off my old information. Jameson so far has 45 cents. I keep going to my greatest value. Next up is a nickel, which is worth 5. 45 plus 5 more. Jameson now has 50 cents. Cross out my old information. I just added the nickel, cross it off, and 1 penny. 50 plus 1 is 51 cents. I have now added all the coins together to find how much money Jameson has. I can't forget that I need to label my money. Notice I chose the cent symbol because Jameson's amount of money is less than $1. So my question, can he purchase the chips? Well, I notice that the chips they cost 85 cents. 85 is greater than 51. So no, Jameson does not have enough money to make this purchase. Next, I can type my answer in a complete sentence. No, he does not have enough because, let's scoot this up so everyone can see. No, he does not have enough because he has 51 cents. Today, boys and girls, we're going to find the value of a collection. Then we're going to answer the question in a complete sentence.
All right, so we have just seen an example where the teacher went very slowly and we watched as I worked through a real world problem. Can he buy the chips? And we found out, no, he doesn't have enough money to buy the chips. You're going to do the same thing today. You're going to use this list from the grocery store. You're going to receive a word problem and you're going to find out how much money do they have and then answer the question in a complete sentence. Let's go ahead and find our task together. Click on activities, assign to class, blue math. And our task today is called shopping. Can we make a purchase? Go ahead and open that up with me. It starts with the word shopping. So let's do slide number 5. Who can be the reader? What does our real world problem say? Who can read it out? Gloria, big voice. Good. Guadalupe has the money shown. Can she purchase the apple? Let's find the apple on our grocery store list. Today I'm looking for friends who are following directions, earning their recess time. Mask on, working at level 0. I found the apple in the grocery store. It has a cost of 25 cents. So let's go ahead and find out how much money Guadalupe has. First, we need to label each coin. So I notice I've got some dimes. Going to label each dime the value of 10 cents. I notice we have a nickel, a value of 5 cents. And we have 2 pennies. Each has a value of 1. Check that you have labeled each coin that Guadalupe has. When we count money, it helps us to label each coin in the problem. It helps us stay organized as we count to find the sum of the collection. Okay, so we have just labeled all of the coins that Guadalupe has. Now we can start counting. Who has an idea about how we can count these up to find the sum? Nick, what are you thinking?
First, you go count the greatest number.
Start with the greatest number. What would that be with Guadalupe's money?
Dimes.
Dimes. Okay, what do you want to do? Start with just 110 or do you want to make a group? Nick wants to make a group. So let's group all the dimes. How many cents would that be combined?
30.
30. So 10, 20, 30 cents in dimes. Made a group of dimes. Perfect. What can we do next? After my 30 cents, what can I do next, Angela?
You can go to the next, you can go next greater number.
Perfect. What would that be if we just counted all of our dimes?
That would be the nickel.
The nickel. So next I'm going to add 5 cents. So 30 plus 5. Now I have 35 cents. 30 plus 5 is 35. Perfect. Now I just have 2 ones. 35 we can count on. 36, 37. 37 cents is what Guadalupe has.
And then
We have found the sum of how much money Guadalupe has, maybe in her backpack or her piggy bank. Okay, we just did our first job. We found the collection of money that Guadalupe has. Now we need to go back to our question. Our question says, can she purchase? Can she buy the apple? The apple cost 25 cents. She has 37. So think about comparing amounts. It cost 25. She has 37. Does she have enough to buy the apple?
she has more.
She has more than 25, right? So can she buy the apple?
Yes.
Yes, she can. We're going to answer today in a complete sentence. So practice with me finding your type tool, and we're going to answer in a complete sentence. Yes, she has enough. I'm going to scoot it up so everybody can see. Yes, she has enough to what? What's our question? Buy the apple. She has enough to buy the apple. Perfect. After you type it, you can make it smaller if you would like, so it doesn't cover all of your work. That's okay with me. I just want everyone to be able to see my example of a complete sentence. So when you are done, you can make it smaller like this so it doesn't cover your work. Okay, we have done our example together. Check that your page matches mine, that you have shown your work, and that you've answered the question in a complete sentence. That's our skill today. Take 1 minute to check your work. Awesome. I love this explanation from Day. Day says, no, she doesn't have enough because we have 50 cents with 2 quarters plus 4 ones, 51, 52, 53, 54 cents. She needs 55 cents to buy the carrot. So your answer should be no, she does not have enough. Let's type that in there together. No, she only has 54 cents. She does not have enough to make the purchase that she wants. This is what your job was in your group. I heard 3 groups that were at least close to having their answer recorded. No, she only has 54 cents. She only needs 1 more penny and then she can buy the carrot. Check that your response is correct. Remember today, friends on Zoom and friends in person, we are answering in a complete sentence. It is a 3rd grade skill to answer a question using a complete sentence. Check that your work is complete, please. Friends on Zoom, this concludes our math lesson. It is now your lunch and recess. When you are done with all the remaining slides, you will push the green check to turn in. On slide 16, you have some games where you can practice your knowledge. Turn it in with the green check to submit your work.
You know how we're learning about money, right?
Friends in person, it's hard for people to hear on Zoom when you're talking as you clean up. Friends on Zoom, I am ending the Zoom now. I will be on Zoom at 12:45 if you have any questions about your math work or your writing from this morning, okay? 12:45, I'll see you if you have questions. Good luck.